Hi there. Could you perhaps have been spending some time during the last 10 years or so thinking about leadership? I think quite a lot of us have. And then perhaps you've noticed that some things have actually changed. For instance, nowadays it's pretty difficult to know what people employed, maybe people working for you, are actually doing, even if they actually are doing anything at all. They're not in the same office as we are nowadays, so we cannot even see what they're doing. And on top of that, they seem to chit-chat quite a lot in their mobiles. And not the least the former friends that might happen to work for competitors. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff ongoing in these mobile phones that all the employees have. And in that situation, we're supposed to lead them somewhere. I'm not sure if the leadership courses or leadership training you got, or perhaps the leadership books you read during the last 10 years, I've touched upon all that. But here's the thing. Leadership has always been heavy connected to technology as such. And I guess we just have forgotten it. And if you go back in the old days, you would realize that when the telephone came, like 100 years ago or something like that, it actually changed a lot of things when it came to leadership. For instance, when the phone arrived, it became possible to be in a headquarter at one geographical place and then actually communicate with the people in the same organization that was at another place. You could actually send orders and get feedback rather fast. That's changed industry radically. And the ones that was early on finding out and figuring out how to use the telephone, they actually had a competitive advantage for a while. Oh well, here's another thing that actually happened due to the telephone, because before the telephone, there were more or less written notifications sent. But with the help of the telephone, we could actually speak to the ones that we wanted to lead directly. And that actually changed the formalities in leadership. We could be less formal, so to speak. We can speak more naturally. Now, what does this history story about telephones and leadership have to do with leadership today? Well, I think here's the thing. It's no coincidence that we chat in a bit different way on social media than when we write an email. It's less formal, so to speak. And there's no coincidence that it's difficult to use the old leadership tools trying to lead at this moment, because the basic foundations we seem to carry around with when it comes to leadership is things like formal position, hierarchy, deciding, control, knowing what they do. And all that seems to have changed just because us all becoming connected. So I don't think we should be surprised that a lot of the leadership with training we have today are actually not even close of touching the important things nowadays. Perhaps we could think about that.